Hey there, this is my Kenworth review, and a lot of people have mixed feelings about this truck. So first off, I'll highlight that the video in the top right link shows how to get this truck in the new Season 10 British Columbia update. Starting off, we'll take a quick look through the truck setup and arrangements, starting with the engine. For the engine, I've chosen the Wanderer, granting a power to weight rating of A. Following this, the Advanced Special Gearbox is equipped in the starting clip. To round things off, the remaining stats are A for durability and C- for fuel consumption. You do have 4 gearbox options to go for, including the Special, the Fine Tune, the High Range, and the Advanced Special, and I always gravitate towards the Advanced Special gearbox because it's my best friend. No suspension modifications are here because you simply do not need it. All-wheel drive is on a toggle and diff lock is always on, so you have a solid rear-wheel drive truck with the option to engage front wheels to get you out of muddy situations or to assist with hill climbing. For tyres, the Kenworth stock tyres are 71-inch, apparently all-terrain tyres with the option to switch into super heavy mud tyres, which are slightly smaller at 69 inches in diameter. I cannot say that overall I've seen much difference between the two sets of tyres after towing logs, having the super heavy crane equipped, using flatbeds and using trailers. Despite the tyre stats being 1.6 for roads, 1.7 for dirt, and 1 for mud, these numbers don't tell the whole story. In a rare twist of fate, you have multiple spare wheel options, so you'll be able to choose between 1 or 2 spare wheels. And then on for frame add-ons, you have many options available, including the new super heavy crane, which will destroy your power to weight ratio, as reportedly the crane weighs over 13 tons. You can shift all 3 log lengths and even have a logging crane with the medium log carrier as the crane faces the front of the truck. You do, however, lack the magnetic detector module and the seismic vibrator module, but that's because the truck is just huge. Also missing is the regular heavy crane, which to me doesn't really make much sense. There are 2 flatbed and sideboard bed options, and both of which can use the small loading crane, though it cannot touch the ground. Finally, given the height of the truck, there is no low saddle option. So this truck can manually load medium logs onto its own frame and also tow a medium log trailer, which will help for those situations that ask for 87,000 medium log deliveries. Another major note is the fuel tank. 510 litres is massive, plus with the off-road gearbox, even at full consumption, that will still last you 22 minutes of driving time. Plus, you can get a roof rack. The general fuel consumption does remind me of that of the Azov 6 and 7, apart from in more difficult terrain. For testing, I use this truck to aid in unlocking the Mack Defense truck, as seen in the video where I demonstrate how to unlock both Season 10 trucks, and it performed very well. The only upgrade was the engine, and I used the stock tyres and Advanced Special gearbox using the triple flatbed and towing a 2-slot side bed trailer. It went through water, mud, it went up hills and got everything done, including driving over a rockfall. In Tamir, it struggled a bit more as the mud is a bit deeper in places, but when I loaded up with 2 lots of medium logs, it ploughed happily through the mud outside of the central hub in the Drownlands. It might require low plus gear at times, but it will get through wet mud with stock tyres. I've seen a lot of complaints regarding the lack of power with this truck or its inability to get up hills without cargo, but I'm not really having these issues myself, as you can see in the clips. The only time you see it slow down is when the super heavy crane is equipped. The new crane does drop the power to weight ratio to B+, so hill climbing will be slow. I ran the same route with an Azov 7 which had the same power to weight ratio, but it does have 10-wheel drive, and the results were fairly similar, with obviously the Azov 7 being a little bit quicker. The fluff text describes the truck model as not too fast, which does really fit the bill, but it isn't supposed to be fast, it's just supposed to get the job done, eventually. So to summarise, the pros of this truck include that diff lock is always on, plus you can have the high gear in, so fun times, large variety of add-ons, has access to the new super heavy crane, can shift medium logs with a trailer and a crane, can have a regular flatbed crane trailer combo, and then the cons of this truck include all-wheel drive is on a toggle, the turning circle matches that of container ships, and it can be hard to keep in high gear if the terrain undulates. I do like this more than the Mack for its general usability and oomph. The engine sound is great, as is the horn, but those items are purely subjective. I reckon the truck is about right given its real-world application, which is essentially a desert workhorse, but of course with its size, don't be taking this down narrow twisty tracks. So after that, it's a 7 out of 10 for me. It doesn't seem to be as easy to drive as some other trucks, but it has its role set well. I'll be using this for logging and flatbed hauling, but will probably avoid towing trailers as this will hamper uphill travel. And on that note, it's time to wrap up, so I want to thank you very much for watching. If you found this video useful, then please let me know down below, and have a great day.